Rouge is kind of a category of its own. It's always been sketchy and weird and super fun.
Rouge Roubaix is the best bike race there is. It takes part in a beautiful part of the country. We have every type of road imaginable. Brother smooth pavement, dirt roads, a little bit of just god-awful. We put it all together in a magical combination.
Rouge Roubaix is such a dynamic and interesting race made up of such an interesting course that you don't know how it's going to go until it's over.
It's kind of gravel before the gravel scene existed. Kind of always been done on road bikes.
So Rouge Roubaix starts in downtown St. Francisville. We wind then through a little neighborhood called Solitude. You hit a nice paved section and you think, all right, we're in a bike race. And as you crest a hill and make a few S-turns, you come into the Greenwood Forest. It's gonna rattle your teeth out. It's gonna rattle every bolt loose on your bike. The Greenwood Forest is just the roughest, bumpiest stretch of road probably in this whole parish. It's where a lot of people's hopes and dreams stay.
I felt super lucky that I didn't flat. Ran 25 mil tires, which I think was a bit of an outlier choice.
This is definitely a gravel race, I would say. Don't run your 25 tires on your road bike.
With the sectors kind of laid out how they are, each sector is its own self-contained race. It's just survival in the moment, make it to the end, and then assess.
Rouge Roubaix is always about having as few mishaps as you can. My only real issue today was that I lost both of my water bottles ejected on Raccoon, which is one of the most technical and sort of gnarly gravel sections out there.
The Raccoon Road sector is a long, uphill, windy section, and then a long, somewhat technical or treacherous descent. The bottom of that descent is a really cool one-lane bridge, about a 15, 20-foot drop off to the creek below.
You never have to wait too long for the next section. You've always got another fun gravel section to look forward to. I was never slogging.
So as you're approaching Fort Adams on Highway 24, you'll pass a sign, and that's when you know it's about to get real. Blockhouse Hill is not a place where you can win Rouge Roubaix, but it's definitely a place where you could lose Rouge Roubaix. Once you crest that climb, if you're the first one there, $100 cream.
For the fourth time in a row, I was able to snag the $100 bill, which is still in my back pocket, I hope.
At the top of that sector, you descend down through there past the Pond Store, where the oxen used to bring goods up from the river at Fort Adams. Back out onto Pinckneyville Highway, a long section, headed back toward Louisiana. And Old Tunica Road is our signature section of the course. It's not only the prettiest, it's the most challenging. It comes late in the race. This is what we call Big Bertha. We've got gradient up to 20%, maybe a little steeper. You think you get to the top right here around the bend, it keeps on going.
It's modeled after the European Spring Classics, and so these one-day events with a lot of different types of surfaces, it tests people in a lot of different types of skill sets that are related to cycling. Being able to ride on a really gnarly gravel road, but also being able to ride fast on the road and see the tactics play out in that way.
In the springtime, the azaleas are blooming. It's beautiful. It can take your mind off the pain that you used to experience until you re-enter the Greenwood Forest. And that's where a lot of people's hopes and dreams of victory perish. We've lost a lot of souls in the Greenwood Forest on the way back in.
Pape was a little soul crushing at the end, I would say. It broke me a little bit with 20K to go.
After you leave the Greenwood Forest, there's a super narrow, very European road, tree-lined on both sides. You kind of feel like you're either riding to victory or you're riding into heaven or something. Our finishing hill on Feliciana Street, which is probably 25% grade up to the finish line. Rouge Roubaix usually ends in a very small group sprint. Rarely have we had a solo winner. Rarely have we had a big group. It doesn't matter how strong you are. If you go as hard as you can, this course is going to test you.
It will give you as much as you can give it.
If you think the full 150K is too much for you, we got an 80K short course. We want everybody to come. There's really a place and a tempo and an intensity. There's room on this course for everybody. It's everything you ever wanted in a bike race and then some. You ask anybody that's ever come and ridden Rouge Roubaix, they're gonna tell you it's the best race there is.